Today
is a wonderful day.
Today
is a marvelous day.
Today
is a beautiful day. Let every heart rejoice.
Today
is a wonderful day.
The horse's mouth, the man that is one of the marriage counselor here in everywhere that you can find him also. I don't know, maybe there is anything that you want to ask question. You have heard and want him to clarify some things. So please, you are free at this point to ask your question. Yes, so sir, you come back.
Okay.
But I will
Go ahead.
Let's see from it. Let's start from here. Okay, this side, how many? Only two? Three. Okay. Thank you for helping her.
Okay, I think I saw this hand first.
Okay.
Brother, thank you for your teaching. If I listen well for your teaching, it seems like everything born in a man. The man, the only wahala, the woman is free. Because at times, all this man feet there you own with mouth. The amount will cost you if you do another thing what you don't expect to do.
Yes.
I'm not talking of me. I never beat anyone there. So I want you to verify that side.
Yes.
Secondly, there's what you say. Instead of you to die from marriage, you separate. If that woman separate, what next?
Thank you very much. Please clap for him. Yes, it's a good observation, as if the discussion is turning towards the men side only. But that is not the case.
Yes, let me, from the first question,
Yes.
that is where my own question is coming from. So that you can.
Okay.
Just as Baba has said, majority problem is men.
Yes.
And then I've seen a situation where if a man is going to work, before you get to K2, the wife will trouble him about 5 or 6 times. You want to know where he is. And then when, you don't know the kind of the kind of wahala where that kind of man is going through at that particular moment. And then when you see a man shouting on woman, that kind of situation, is that man wrong? That is one. Then two, if it's though he's not a Christian, my own brother, whereby if it, by mere hearing the voice of the wife in the phone, you will see the feeling in heart, you will be shaking. You understand? There was a day, one of my brother came to my house. The wife called him, "Where are you?" He said it's in the house. He was lying to me. He said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes." He said, "We touch the van." The wife is not there.
Yes.
The psychology has entered into that
The brain.
the man head.
Nah.
Even in my house, he was touching the fan. I was just watching the kind of film that is going on. But what am I trying to say is, we women also they have they cause a lot of panic to men.
Yes. Yes.
So that is where I want you to.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please clap for him. Now the question is, women too, are they not involved? I think I mentioned about 3 times or so. From the beginning, I said that those who are domestically violent, age, gender, I mentioned gender, you understand, race, faith, and all those things. So it can be a woman, it can be a man. You get it? But I just use one to give explanation of the scenario. Again, when I mentioned, I gave a quotation from Vanguard, that Vanguard said it's rare for women. And I said, I don't think that it is so these days, that you have a lot of hair. We can say, well, it's mild for women, not that it happens. I mentioned that. And I gave a scenario of women cutting off. You get it? Now, when we talk about domestic violence, we must bear at the back of our mind that it is extreme, it is beyond shouting. Shouting is part of it, but the main thing is that the people are aggressive. You know, when they shout, the shouting is with intimidation. It's not the type that your wife will say, it's not that type. It can slap you. It will shout and stay on top of you, like the one you are talking about that is with jittery. The wife is not even there, he's afraid. That is domestic violence. The fear is already there. You get it? So the women too, you find women too that are violent. It's not only men, it cuts across. And I mentioned gender, race, age, all of them, faith. When I say faith, it means whether it's a Christian or not a Christian, you still find it there. You find it in the church, you find it in the Muslim group, you find it with pagan. It's everywhere. So it can be anybody. You get it? It can be anybody. But the point we are making is that it's not common like that for women. You get it? Hardly you see woman beats man, go fit beat man. But someday, I told you of one. This one na my neighbor, I see him. The man hold pillar. I said it here now. The woman, they pull her like this. Make una hold am o. Make una hold am. Na the man dey come, make people come hold am because the man. So it's there for women. Women too, they do that. Okay? Yes. The second one was we are okay with that, abi? Yeah. The second one was
the marriage is not
separation. What will she do? I mentioned all those things that she's supposed to do. So I mentioned that for the both of them, the person that is involved, they should seek for marriage counseling. They should counsel him. A lot of things will be said there that I cannot say all here, because the nature of the challenge will determine the direction of the discussion. What I will tell this person is not what I will tell the other person. Their cases are usually different. So if you seek for marriage counseling. The other one I mentioned is that there is you can also speak to the head of the church, whoever the leadership is, the minister, so that they can give advice. Sometimes this does not work. Sometimes they don't have it. That's why I said marriage counseling. The other one they can do, there's the Lagos State Domestic Violence Agency. You can reach out to them. Because I mentioned that in case the man is too powerful for her, from a rich family, you poor family, they will press you down, you cannot talk. Go to that, put a call across to the Lagos State Domestic Violence Agency. They can help you. And then the last one I said, exit. Exit, meaning that you have exhausted all, your life is being threatened. Your life is being threatened. You have to be married. Nobody should die in the marriage. I've seen a case where the father and the mother will say, marriage is for better for us. Stay there. Where you go, stay there. And what will happen? You die for them. So that's why I say you should exit the toxic marriage. You want to know what happened? That's how I will tell you. Now, when you exit, if you ask me this question as somebody who's in the world, I will say, well, you are free to go and marry. You get it. If you exit, you watch the man very closely. As a Christian now, you watch very closely and observe his behavior, whether he's going to change and call you back. I won't advise you to exit and go and marry immediately. You have to give it some time. But if the man is not coming and the man goes to take another wife, you know the events that will happen that will decide what you will do. If the man has gone to go and take another wife, you can
You are
remarry.
free.
You are
Yes, it's free. But
You
if
get
you're not
it?
married, you are not free.
If you don't marry, you are not free.
Yes.
So that is that. But don't stay there and die.
Yeah.
That's the point. Yes.
Bro Victor, are you there?
I think you are number. Yes. You have taken your own. Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you for your teaching, sir. Before I ask my question is, I remember when I was 9 to 8 years old. I look at my uncle always like to beat his wife. So it's not in my father didn't touch my mother before. They told him to say he always like to mouth to mouth. So one day I just said that there is nothing in this life will make me and my wife to quarrel. Apart from if I don't get money. Because I will give the reason for that. Apart from if I don't get money. So now as I go this where am I now, I know that maybe whether that statement, because since ever I just married my wife, I didn't see the day where I use and say I want to beat her. The only day that I use her to say I want to beat her is that I just go buy something from outside. I come back. When I come back, the day they say that why should I go and buy that thing too? When they say this and that, I will not say his head is hot. I just enter kitchen. I open fridge. I take hot cold water. I say as your head hot, I just pour her. Make their head calm down. I look at my children, they cry out, they just cry. Why should I do that with the mom? I myself enter house, and then they cry. I just forgot about that one. So apart from that one, I look at sometime, if maybe I didn't have money to say, let them use buy something. They say, Daddy, I need money. Sometimes if they come ask me, I will just go annoyed for that moment because you know that I didn't have money. Maybe I look at it because I don't say before that when if I maybe the only thing that will make me and my wife quarrel is the money. So always as soon as they didn't have money, they will ask me, they need money or they are supposed to buy something, they didn't have money to buy something. They ask me, I will go annoyed. I don't know, maybe because of what I said when I was a child, that maybe money will cause me and my wife to quarrel. I always like to quarrel. So I look at what can I do for that situation.
Okay. Please clap for him. I want to say that you have tried. You have really, really tried. And your wife too has tried. People not clap for sister. Don't try. Money matter. You don't tear plenty marriages. Plenty. So if you are strong to manage it, two of you will not try. Secondly, for you to come out to say this thing, look on a clap for them again. Not everybody feel free to talk with you, they go on for the marriage. Even when they go on, but the brother has come out to say the things that are happening. That he made a vow that money will not come between himself and the wife. And he find himself in that situation and he tries to control himself. That is the right thing. In every situation, in every challenge, you must try to control yourself. Challenges will always come. It may not be money, it may not be any other thing, but you control yourself. Sometimes these things will walk you up. They will make you feel, how do I say it, depressed. And when your child or your wife comes, the first reaction that comes to your mind, that is what you do. And then you start regretting it. If you have that regret that what you did is wrong, it's a very good step. Remember I said point number 1. That man who is domestically violent, he should first accept that what he's doing is wrong. If you have accepted that it's wrong, you are on the right track. People will have challenges or problems. As a Christian, what you do is to pray to God to help you in this financial crisis. 2, that energy that you use to fight, use am sit down and think and calculate wetin I fit do, wetin I fit do to improve my situation. The fighting will not bring anything. The aggression will not bring anything. Even me wey dey talk for here, sometimes I go shout for my children. I go say wetin dis children come do me na dey cause problem. Shey na dey cause am. You understand? That is human, it happen. But it's for you to realize that what you did was wrong and you don't do it again. That's the most important thing. You did that one, if na some women now, they will react differently. But your wife did not do so. And that is very good. So it's a step. Like I said, you have done well. You have done well so far. It's a good, what do I call it? It's a good vow that you made. That you said, money will not cause problem for you. Satan hear when you talk am, na be no hear. He go try to use that thing wey you talk against you. But you have to stay strong so that it will not shake you. And pray about it. Let God give you wisdom of what you are going to do to succeed. And God will bless you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Something came to my mind. I think Brother said that some women, before you talk one, they don't talk two. Say all those women too. Yes, the women too, you too have to be patient with your husband. Sometimes the women, they don't say this man head the hot, they go see the provoker. It's not good. Women should not provoke their husbands. They should not provoke them. What did the Bible say that they should do? They should treat them with what? Respect. The husband should love them. They should treat the husband with respect. When you give respect to your husband, when he head the household, I know they talk of those year husband when you say every small thing and anger and fight. Husband when he head the house, if you treat him with respect, instead of treat him with respect and love. Now so it be. Yes, you are okay, brother.
That's sister.
Sister, yes. Okay.
More especially outside. We argue both whether it's right or not. And you as a partner, you are trying to abstain from, when the person is wrong, you don't want to follow. You pulling yourself backwards and coming inside is like descending on you that probably you do not support him or her. When I was in fight with neighbor or outside, why didn't you come up? How would you manage that? Because if at times, if you want to say, what you did was wrong, it may also lead to a fight. So how will you manage that at that moment? Because for this too.
Okay.
And secondly, sir, you have someone that has been or going through this marital abuse, and you've tried all your possible best to help the person. Maybe the person is seeing that you want her or him to stay away from
Your
marriage.
husband,
Yes, when you are together with your own. Please, how will you help? And you see the person, physically the person is actually suffering. How will you come into it?
Okay, thank you. The first question. Your husband is in an argument and you see that he's wrong. You don't want to offend him and you don't want to talk. How do you manage such a situation? I want to start by saying that my wife, it's a question of understanding, and it's something you build over time, understanding each other. My wife will not see me that I'm wrong and will accept and tell me that, honey, what you are doing is, she knows that it's wrong and will not tell me that it's right to support me. She will tap me and say, leave that man, leave her, leave the matter, leave the matter. She's not saying I'm wrong. You get it? She's not saying I'm right, so that she doesn't embarrass me outside. Leave the matter, leave the matter. When we go inside, she will tell me that, that thing where you do now, you know right now. It's not right. because she did not embarrass me outside, I may not get offended. You get what I'm saying? Anything you do, in matters of marriage like this, you have to apply diplomacy, wisdom, love. You understand? You need to apply all those. They have to complement each other. Sometimes you are saying the right thing, and you want to pass a message across. Because of the manner in which you do it, the person will not listen. You get it? So allow him. If he's the type that gets angry very that much, leave him. When you get inside, if you say you do not support him, you say, you know how you react. If I talk now, the thing you were saying was wrong, so I didn't want to embarrass you. That's why I didn't say anything. That is what you can do. You get it? My wife, at some point, when I'm talking and she's arguing, I'll keep quiet. I know that what I'm saying is right. I'll keep quiet. When you don't talk, I say, you don't want to hear my own now. But we leave the matter. You get it? It's not quarrel, it's not fight. So we have to handle it maturely. You get it? You have to handle it maturely. Let the matter come inside and say it in a very subtle manner. You get it? So I think that is for that. The second one, if you are advising somebody, you have to be careful. You have to be sure of what you are saying before you tell somebody that you should leave the marriage. That's if you see the person is physically, the beating is too much. You do that. And if the person no agree, leave her. There's nothing you can do. You leave her. In the first place, the husband is not supposed to hear saying, now you dey tell her make you leave the marriage. You get what I'm saying? So that you don't put yourself into trouble. Leave the person. You can only advise. And when you advise, leave it at that. You cannot do more than that. Alright. Thank you very much. I think that's the last question. I think there's any other one. Alright. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be with you today to discuss this topic on domestic violence. And I want to say that I've enjoyed myself. I hope to be with you some other time. Thank you.
Today is a wonderful day. Today is a marvelous day. Today is a beautiful day. Let every heart rejoice. Today is a wonderful day. Today is a marvelous day. Today is a beautiful day. Let every heart rejoice. Redeem me, Lord, redeem me, Lord, redeem me, Lord, redeem me, Lord, redeem me. Someone redeem me. Redeem me, Lord, redeem me, Lord, redeem me, Lord, redeem me. Redeem me, Lord, redeem me. Savior, redeem me. Someone redeem me. Savior, redeem me. Today is a wonderful day. Today is a marvelous day. Today is a beautiful day. Let every heart rejoice. My God is a wonderful God. My Lord is a marvelous God. My God is a beautiful God. I say, let every heart rejoice. My God is a wonderful God. My God is a marvelous God. My God is a beautiful God. We sing, let every heart rejoice.